Together with 240 Israelis and foreign citizens, Aviva and Keith Siegel were kidnapped by Hamas on October 7th and taken to Gaza. After 51 days, Aviva was released as part of a ceasefire deal, but her husband Keith, a U.S. citizen, is still being held in Gaza. Aviva Siegel says she is praying that the talks in Doha succeed.
There's a deal on the table, and I just want to tell you that I am just so scared that it's going to break up and that Keith won't come home and the hostages won't come home. I'm waiting. I want to keep my hope because that's the only thing that I can keep.
The last sign of life from Keith Siegel was in a Hamas-made video from April. Israeli sources say that 41 of the remaining 115 hostages have been killed, although the number may be higher. Israeli analysts say this round of ceasefire talks is crucial.
On the one hand, there are huge expectations that this round of talks will lead eventually to the end of the war in Gaza and maybe will support the efforts to avoid further escalation in the northern border of Israel and vis-à-vis Iran.
The talks come 2 weeks after Israel assassinated a senior Hezbollah official in Beirut and allegedly killed Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Iran. Both Iran and Hezbollah threatened to retaliate, and a ceasefire deal with Hamas and its leader Yahya Sinwar could be the only thing standing in the way of an attack on Israel. Israeli military experts say the deal may be impossible to achieve because of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's relatively new insistence on maintaining a permanent military presence on the border between Gaza and Egypt.
From Hamas' point of view, actually, particularly Sinwar's point of view, this is a red line, authentic red line. I assess that he will never accept this demand, and that he will even prefer to die or to continue the fighting and not to accept such a condition. So right now, I must admit that I see no compromise or any kind of breach between the two banks of this problem.
The hostage families and the Israeli public are following the talks closely, hoping for a breakthrough. All they want, and all they've wanted for the past 10 months, is for their relatives to come home. Linda Gradstein, VOA News, Jerusalem.